Hey guys, what's up? It's May the 4th. Yeah, May the 4th be with you. That little joke. It's May 4th today. Doing this little thing. I've done a few of these, but like phone storage ran up. Then I found out I could just save to my SD card, and I'm like, I'm an idiot because my SD card has so much more space. Anyways, this is more less of an update on things and more of an update on today specifically. Um, I had today off work of my new full time job to go for an interview to another job I'm hoping to get as working with theater stuff. But anyways, I kind of been like using the time this morning to randomly like just I don't know. It's like a hobby thing. It's fun. I don't really want to say hobby because I haven't really done it much before. But I just felt like restoring one of the old computers that's sitting around. My parents' old Vista Dell thing. I was gonna like put an operating system on, just have fun. And I was like, oh, why don't I just like I don't know, put Windows Millennium on it or something? Because literally, why not? So like, I guess it has that strange appeal of just like nobody used Millennium, and I guess it's like inherently bad and stuff. But I don't know. I found it okay, but obviously it didn't work on obviously a new such a new computer as that was. But I still had the disc, so I was like, let's put it on this old, old laptop that I have had for a long time. This is where I did my initial PC gaming. It's basically an old Windows 98 my dad used to have with work. And it had no sound, no internet that we could connect to at least, and just played a lot of things. I had a blast on that thing. I spent years and years just playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, 2, and Red Alert, Command and Conquer. That is. And I think Age of Empires 2 was the other big one. Oh, and StarCraft. So like those are the main ones, mainly Roller Coaster Tycoon. And this is gonna be filmed a bit weird because I'm actually gonna show this thing off because it was successful. It took a while and I wasn't sure how well the 98 was actually working because like shutting off mid process and then I realized that the power cord just wasn't plugged in quite all the way and I was like, oh, that's why it's like dying and stuff mid installation. But it worked. Like it's probably honestly the newest operating system I could put on this computer, and probably 98 Special Edition from what I've researched is probably the better option. But like I said, it was more of a why not factor. So, anyways, onto the desk that is now holding this computer. This is going to be kind of awkward to film because it's on the selfie mode or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to try and get everything in frame. But yes, this is a laptop that I did so much of my gaming on years and years ago, and it's just been sitting up there in the closet for a long time. So here we go. It's an old HP. So you can see, where were we? Signed for Windows 98 Neptune, which never came out. Pentium 2, 256 megabytes RAM. This thing is killer. Clearly. I'm really happy this worked, and I'm actually kind of planning to use this thing a bit just for my older games and stuff. I literally just took my Roller Coaster Tycoon Deluxe off Steam, like the data files for it and stuff, and just pulled them and rigged them up to a USB extender. Because part of the perks of Millennium is certain things have started working again. Well, okay. I don't know if you can see that. The USB slot right there can't really fit too much because it's like really far into the computer and it's just clearly a poor design choice. So I'm just literally using a USB extender so I can plug a USB in. Otherwise, the plastic casing would just hit the hit the casing of the computer, and it's like, why would you design a USB like that? But anyways, yes. Oh, Millennium startup sounds. I guess that's the thing. That's the kicker. This thing never had sound my whole life, so it's just crazy that's doing that. And I actually thought like, geez, where is it? Like, this is the speaker. Let's get that in frame. That was the speaker. I'm pretty sure that's actually a microphone. Speakers are actually they're bad. They're like right here and right here, and it's just like I don't know. It's pretty cool. So, um, yeah. So we got our Windows Millennium desktop. I know a lot of people are probably going to be cringing at this because apparently people really have a beef with Millennium, but though not to the extent of Vista. But I mean, I'm just going to try and get this in a comfortable way for me to film and do things, which is not entirely possible because budget cell phone videos. Apologies. Yeah, this is Windows Millennium. It had introduced random things as I discovered, like, well, it was, I think Windows Media Player 7, which I actually tried and played a video of my play, and it didn't actually work, but I'm pretty sure it's just for music. And actually, um, it has the first edition of. Oh, geez, where is it? Let's try and get you guys a closer look at that. There we go. Let's try. I think that's about the look that we want. Okay, so programs, accessories, Windows Movie Maker. Yeah, would you guys like to see me do a Let's Play edited on this? I'm just trying to make sure that everything is visible. Oh boy, it's even got music to go with it. Okay, let's just X out of that. This is so bad though, like it's literally you just put videos there, like it is theoretically possible. If you guys are interested, I could literally make a short video based off this thing, because why not? You can actually record off stuff. I don't know. My old diamond should work on this thing. I was actually kind of curious and just trying things out. This is all just really tinkering. There's not really a whole lot of intended purpose to using this thing necessarily, although it's kind of become so since it's been a Roller Coaster Tycoon because that's the classic. Um, I've noticed it doesn't quite run as well as 98 did, obviously. Well, not obviously. I was kind of hoping it would, but there's frame rate issues on the intro of Roller Coaster Tycoon, but when I'm playing the game, it's fine. That's all I've really noticed. Like, yeah. Okay, if we do this, yeah, it's chugging a bit. But I'll load my file, and we're fine. So, yeah, you can see the roller coaster is running at a regular frame rate for this game. Scrolling's kind of weird because the mouse cursor goes to the center whenever you do the right click scroll thing. So there's like little things that are kind of messed up, but yeah, I don't know. It's running fine. So yeah, it's pretty much what I spent my morning doing, anyways. Um, yeah, it's crazy. As far as the sound card thing goes, as far as I can tell, it was probably just that like whatever sound card was in there didn't so the sound card that was in there probably had an install disk like most things did back in the day. And when this computer had got the virus or whatever it did when my dad gave it to us after work and they'd reset it and everything, it probably just didn't have the install disk anymore and probably just didn't work for years. But we were under the impression that I was told that it was completely destroyed by the virus, like the hardware itself, which I don't think is actually possible. I'm not as sure with older hardware, but clearly not, because I mean it's working now and it's the first time it's worked in like over 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, something like that. So the benefits of going up to Millennium with this thing actually is a lot of the USB stuff does work. I can actually transport stuff to this computer and play some old games on it that may not work on my new computer, especially if the rumored Windows 10 update is being forced. Then, yeah, it would be nice to be able to transport some of the older stuff here, because I do a lot of older computer gaming, namely with like things like Roller Coaster Tycoon and stuff, SimCity 2000, which I never actually played on here, but I think I'd probably get my copy of that off Origin, maybe, even though that's running on DOSBox. Who knows? Basically, it's just gonna be my old games computer now. But definitely the Millennium having other things like that do work, just out of the box, basically. So I don't have to like go and update stuff. The sound working on this is fantastic again, because I don't know, just playing with in silence was never super fun. I guess I don't know. It's nice to have. Don't have too much really to install, but it's really funny because if we look at this thing, okay, if we look at this thing on my computer, obviously, another thing back in the day that I'm sure many of you are aware of, that storage space is horrendous. I mean, it's fine for these kind of games and stuff, but it's really funny. Okay, you go from that. That's the hard drive in the computer, 8 GB, I think. Check this out. No, that is. Let's try and get a better view of that. That is the USB drive. Obviously, we know USB drives can be 32 gigabytes, no problem. But I mean, that's like unheard of back in the day. Like, it's actually something like if you have a hard drive that's over 160 gigabytes or something like that, you can't actually install Windows 98. There's like a cap, just because that wouldn't exist back then. I'm not sure why there was a cap with that. I'm really interested to hear these things. Like I said, this is all just tinkering and having fun with this kind of stuff. And now it's actually being put to use. So it's like, I mean, hey, really? It's all good. So yeah, that was my Windows Millennium adventure thus far. Might do more updates on this as it goes, if it crashes or something. Because apparently Windows Millennium was just out for such a short period of time because it was just so unstable. It was out at the same time as 2000. 2000 was being, like, pushed out by Neptune, which was actually represented on this computer, funnily enough. NT, which was never got past the beta stages. I believe you can actually download Windows Neptune now, which would be better than this, but maybe, I don't know, because it was never finished. It was kind of canceled. It was kind of like a Sega this thing going on. They had like so many things out at once because they had Windows 2000, Windows Millennium, which to my understanding 2000 was just the professional version of Millennium. Millennium is the home edition. Whatever, it's all trivial to me really. This thing's working, so hey. Yeah, then NT was supposed to upgrade on that even, and then it's supposed to be on the new format that wasn't the 9X, it was on the NT format, which is what XP ended up being. If you look it up, Windows Neptune like I did, there's actually a lot of like correlations between it and XP itself, so it's like interesting. I don't know, it's all interesting and fascinating to me, so just having fun with this really. I really kind of want to just like, I know it's gonna be horrendous, but I just want to do like a short like let's play on this thing. Obviously not on this thing. It would be just the capture card or whatever. Maybe it'll let me do something on here. Oh my god, that would be ridiculous. Just to see what it can handle. Oh, that's just totally shit. Anyways, just thought this was interesting enough. This is weird vlog, but it's niche. It's interesting to me. That's about it. We'll have something probably more in the vein of like what's new in life kind of thing later on. But yeah, for now this is Windows Millennium HP. Because I can. Because why not?